In Your Business is a presentation of RareGem Productions, hosted on the Business Mind and Money Network of OneRareGem.com. Visit OneRareGem.com. Highlighting young professionals who are making things happen in their communities. The movers and shakers with bold passion, creative ideas, and big visions. In Your Business with your host, Reagan Johnson.
Welcome to In Your Business, the show that highlights young professionals who are making things happen. I'm your host, Reagan Johnson, and today it's a mind game. It may not be what you think, so you definitely want to stay tuned and keep listening. Today I have in the studio the creator of the Mind Game Consulting, Nicholas Powell. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, can I get in your business?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
All right. What is the Mind Game Consulting, and how did you identify a need for this type of business?
The Mind Game Consulting is a applied sports psychology consulting company that provide athletes, not just athletes, but also individuals with the opportunity to take their game to the next level. I worked in track and field at Lincoln University for several years, and I saw where we had well-prepared athletes. They would dominate throughout the season, but when they got to big meets, they didn't show up, as we call it, and you wonder, what's going on? You were running so well, but when you got to this big meet, you're not showing up. And I decided I needed to know what was going on psychologically, because I had a degree in psychology and a degree in physical education. I'm a certified track coach in Jamaica, and I wanted to know what was going on. So I decided to study at Edwardsville, a degree in kinesiology, a master's in kinesiology.
Okay. And so you basically put all of your passions together. I heard psychology, certified track coach, and you sort of came up with this business, right? Yeah. So how did you identify clients, or how did you sort of expand your client list?
Lucky for me, I grew up in an era in Jamaica where I was right where a lot of the dominant athletes were, and a lot of more dominant ones were coming up through the system. So right during that time when I was running or I was coaching, I was able to come in contact with them, and just the universe has conspired for my success. And everybody just started coming like within fingertip reach. I could call somebody and started working with them. And that was how it just developed. Professional athletes coming to me for advice, and before I knew it, I was working with some of the best athletes in the world, just giving them advice. Why not start a business doing it?
So what have been some of your successes thus far?
I've had so many success. I've been to the 2011 World Championship in South Korea, where I represented athletes, and I've been to the Olympics, the 2012 Olympics, where I had a few athletes compete, and even had one make it to the finals in the triple jump.
Wow.
I have worked with college athletes. I've worked with a young lady. One of my biggest success, I would say, was this young lady I just worked with that prepared her for the Jamaica trials this past year, where she went from injury to going there and winning the long jump.
Wow.
And just knowing that is how you see things in your mind that's going to determine how you move forward and take your game to the next level. So
these aren't just principles for athletes. These are really principles that we could use, even somebody who's not an athlete like myself, in our day-to-day life. So what are some of the key principles, without giving us too much because we want people to pay for the service, but what are some of the principles that anybody can take from the Mind Game Consulting?
The first thing I do with my clients, whether they're athletes, somebody who's trying to take performance at the Olympics, or they're just trying to get into exercise and fitness, is understand why you're doing it. Once you understand why you're doing it, then we highlight that. I need you to write it down. So we're going to set goals. Once you know where you're trying to go, we're going to set goals, and we're going to write down goals, and we're going to review our goals daily, because we're exposed to over 20,000 stimulus in a minute. So if we don't write down our goals, when we're exposed to all these different stimuli in the environment, it takes away from us, and we might go through a day with something on our list, but because we didn't write it down and look at our list, we forgot about it, and this could have been the difference between me being successful and me not achieving it. So it's having your vision, writing down your goals, knowing why you need to do it, because that's going to be important on days when it's snowy and it's raining, but I'm working towards this goal. What is there going to drive me? my purpose. And your purpose can't just be something like, yeah, I just want to lose weight. No, what will it mean to you? Because and that when you know what it means to you and you're passionate about it, it drives you. You can't think of doing nothing else but that.
Wait, so you work with people, and that can be challenging. What are some of the challenges to, first of all, creating a business and sustaining a business, and then also dealing with a wide range of clients?
The biggest challenge has been helping coaches to understand the concept of sports psychology. They understand that, yes, this athlete is not doing well or whatever, but sometimes a coach can write a perfect workout. But if the athlete's purpose for doing this sport or this event is different from what the coach's perspective is or whatever the coach thinks, they might not have the drive to do it. And you're like, you have so much potential, but I really don't want to play soccer. I'm just doing it to get out the house. When I understand why I understand you're just doing it to get out the house, but let me show you how you can take it to the next game. And when you sit and work with the athlete on the psychological part and motivate them from that angle, then they have a lot more drive than if you just say, come on, you can do it. You have sometimes you need to know what drives them so you can implement that. And that is where a sports psychology or a performance consultant work with an athlete and coach to help them to understand how we take the game to the next level, how we get the most out of performance, and not just you're lazy or you need more work or whatever. No, let's find out what's going on inside the head.
I keep hearing this theme of purpose because there are a lot of people probably listening thinking, I want to do something, I just don't know what it is. How did you realize what your purpose was?
When you dream to be whatever it is you want to do, prevent you from sleeping.
That's good. That's good.
There are days when my dreams keep me awake at night, like 2:00 in the night. I'm researching stuff. I study my craft. I watched a video, Will Smith Wisdom, on YouTube. It's like 10-minute video that people, different interviews, and just had the opportunity to pay attention to it and just going after your dream. It's like studying your craft. Like, I can't think of doing anything else but studying my craft and being better. And when you find yourself that you cannot stop thinking about this thing, then it's time to start putting things in place to get it. Go get it.
All right. What's next for you? What are you working on?
Ooh. So I have friends in my circle. Before, I used to be the smartest person in my group, and it felt good till I found some other people, and then I'm not the smartest person in the group. So I have like Angela Lewis, Karan Bowman, and just really passionate people. So I've seen them written books. I want to write books too. So I want to write a book.
Okay.
Putting that in place. I'm putting that into the universe. So, and the next thing, I'm working on going to the 2015 World Championship in Beijing this summer.
Awesome.
So that's what I'm working on. I have a few athletes that's preparing for that. I'm also working to consult with a few teams. So that would be a country as their primary consultant to work with them. It would be great if it's Jamaica.
Represent the hometown.
Yeah, definitely. But if it's not, I'm still able to give. I'm passionate about what I do. So whoever I'm working with, I'm going to treat you like you're my number one priority. I'm going to give you the best information. I'm not holding back because of anybody. So, and then I'm also working with a fitness team here in St. Louis to help them prepare for competition. HD Fitness have consulted me. So I have a great group, college athletes, just getting them ready for track season, and that's expanding the business.
Busy man. Now, can you give us a few details on what the book will be about and who it will be for? Any exclusive deets that we can get?
The book really is going to be about the struggle I've been through, just where I've come from somebody who didn't think I was smart enough till I changed my mindset and started reading and started studying and started realizing that I'm a lot smarter than I was giving myself credit for. And when you see yourself different, then you start acting different. And then you find yourself surrounding yourself with people who are doing great things and aspiring and saying, I can be that, I can do that. So it's just, that's what it's about. That's my journey from concrete jungle to getting a scholarship and to going to Korea and London and going to Beijing and just believing in me. Like, it's just...
All things are possible, right? You're a living example of that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome. So how can people keep up with you?
Okay, I can be contacted. My email is analyst06@gmail. I have IG, which is Instagram, where I use It's a Mind Game. That's my line. That's my name. Also on Twitter. I'm working on my website. Still have to put that in place. It's down now, but it's themindgamellc.com.
Okay.
So those are where I am. I'm on Facebook, Nicholas Powell, and just putting inspirational information out there. So follow me definitely and reach out to me. If you have something inspiring, definitely I want to be a part of that, and let me know how I can help anybody take their game to the next level, because it's how you play the game in your mind. It's going to determine how you move forward.
Well, I am inspired to do something to find out what my purpose is and get busy. So hopefully you two were inspired by Mr. Powell. I want to thank you today for joining me on In Your Business.
It was indeed a pleasure. I'm so excited right now. I have to go work out.
I need that motivation. My goodness. If you want to be featured on In Your Business, please shoot me an email at IYB-radioshow@yahoo.com. Thank you for listening to this segment. And as always, I'm your host, RareGem Johnson. And maybe next time I'll get in your business.
In Your Business with RareGem Johnson, highlighting young professionals who are making things happen in their communities. The movers and shakers with bold passion, creative ideas, and big visions. If you have an idea, some feedback, or would like RareGem to get in your business, send an email to IYB-radioshow@yahoo.com. That's IYB-radioshow@yahoo.com. In Your Business is another positive production of RareGem Productions. Learn more at ONERAREGEM.com. Thanks for listening.